Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another Marvel Legends review on the Marvel Legends Controller Build-A-Figure Waves Iron Man. This figure does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece for controller, but he is cool to look at and have in your collection. Let's go ahead and take him off his stand here. Get that out the way. Man, he is a very beefy, bulky looking Iron Man armor. Very glad to have him. I was pretty excited to get him. As someone I saw on Facebook mentioned before, he does look like the character named Robot a little bit in the face from the Invincible series / cartoon / comic book. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get these off. His accessories that he's coming with. They do look pretty good. I do believe they were originally with or part of the 20th anniversary Iron Man armor. I'm not sure, but I think they come with that one. I just haven't reviewed it yet or opened it up. But nonetheless, let's slide them back a little bit. Let's take a quick look at the packaging and we'll take a closer look at the figure and do some comparisons. Got the standard, well, kind of old school now, Marvel Legends packaging here with the big window front. Now they're doing the old plasticless thing with the packages. It is all paper and they come in body bags, but got some nice artwork right there on the side of the armor. Nice golden kind of look, nice flame effects and everything in the background. Same image reflected on the other side. That's the wave right there. If you want to know all you got to get to build the controller right there. Got some nice artwork on the back. The same artwork, just blown up, I believe. Got some. I'll read it right there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And I believe that's pretty much it for the packaging. Yeah. Go ahead and throw that to the side. And let's bring this guy a little bit closer and do some comparisons. First up, I pulled down a few armors. Well, just a couple really. We have the Silver Centurion armor that came out a while ago. Walgreens exclusive, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have the very highly popular, highly sought after modular armor that came out a while ago. And I do have the new one that comes with the accessories and a proton cannon, and that one will be getting reviewed very soon. So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you guys can be aware of when that video drops. Bring these guys back out. I'll go ahead and compare them next to the older Ultron from back in the day. I believe this came out as a part of an Iron Man wave from back in the day when they just were doing the Return of Marvel Legends stuff. And this armor being as thick and bulky as it is, I do believe they need to update and do a new Ultron. They have one coming out this summer. I went ahead and pre-ordered about 6 of them so I can finally armor build my Ultrons. But this one, I believe, goes pretty well as far as design wise with this armor. But I think they need to like make a new one that's kind of like just a little bit bigger, taller, kind of like, you know, bulkier kind of looking. And to compare with some bulkier figures, let's go ahead and throw in the Red Hulk figure that came out a while ago. Just for giggles, let's go ahead and throw in the Renew Your Vow Spidey. As those guys look together. Let's go ahead and bring in the only other wave mate I've reviewed so far. We have the Blue Marvel here, Adam Brashear. So these guys look pretty good together. Bring him back out. Let's go ahead and bring in Tony Stark. And I wanted to do a head swap to see how this head would look on this body. So go ahead and pop the head off of Tony right here. I feel like they should look good. What do you guys think? Does it look? Because you know the most suits, most figures look like they can't really house a human body inside of it. But I feel like this kind of works. You know, it makes him look bigger, taller, beefier. His head, of course, is significantly smaller than what the helmet is. So you can definitely kind of imagine his head being inside this helmet. Because the helmet is significantly bigger. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this work? I feel like it definitely works. I feel like I'm definitely getting a comic book vibe here, the way it looks. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I feel like that works. I might display it like that. Yeah, pop that back on. And as far as accessories, he comes with no Build-A-Figure leg or piece or anything like that. As I mentioned before, he comes with 2 blast effects with a smaller base right there, so that looks pretty good. Plugs in very nicely in his hands, so that works. And he comes with the kind of smoky, kind of like a translucent clear effect that kind of wraps around his wrist to show he's a I guess steam maybe, or like energy disbursement coming off of his hands when he uses repulsor effects. It comes with a set of down to business hands, and of course the open repulsor hands right there that he's already equipped with. Now let's get down to brass tacks. This figure looks very good. I'm definitely appreciating the bulkiness of it, and the retro color scheme. Like I said, the helmet does look like another character from another universe to me, but it's not a big deal. Looks pretty good for the most part. As I've heard before from other reviewers and people with this figure, he does have a slight issue with the arms kind of going down by his sides. I guess because his lats are so big, he just can't put his arms down. He's got invisible lat syndrome. But yeah, he looks pretty good though still. Nice clean paint and sculpt all the way through. A little bit of marbling, but not a big deal to me. I mean, man, he looks pretty darn clean. I can't seem to find a flaw in the paintwork from what I can see. Okay, let's see what this guy can do. His head moves up that far, so you give him a nice flying kind of pose, kind of effect. Moves down that far. He does have a independent neck joint, kind of like similar to a G.I. Joe classified series, where the neck is moving independently of the shoulders and head, so you can rotate that around if you need to, so you can get his head kind of like tilting off to the side and whatnot. Might take a little bit to get it back centered, but yeah, get a good range of head tilt, do that neck joint, so you get a good wide range of neck tilt right there. And of course his head can like bobble all the way around. So yeah, shows him up to the sides that far. This shoulder piece right here, the soft kind of plastic that just slides over the top of his shoulder up towards his neck, but I probably wouldn't recommend leaving it like that because it's going to get warped. As you can kind of see, it's a little bit off, so I tried to leave it like that. Goes down that far, but of course stops because of the way it's set up. All the way around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that stops right there because there's a huge gauntlets right there. Wrist swivel with up and down motion, like with the fisted hands, same motion. He has a diaphragm joint. You get a good little range right there. You can crunch back that far. Get out of the way. Crunches forward this far. No waist articulation to speak of, so I guess you pretty much have to make it all up here in the chest, upper chest. Then it's kick out to the sides that far. Forward that far. It gets hindered a little bit by that plastic right there, the gold plastic. Kicks backward, fairly decently. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. They've been in that far. Boot cut right there at the top. Ankle pivot, as well as up and down movement. And he does have pegholes above his feet. So you can probably maybe peg something in, maybe not these. You can probably find some kind of blast effect to peg in there. Maybe something smaller connection piece. See if these can do it. Can these do it? Maybe. Yes, no. Yeah, it works. So yeah, if you have these smaller effects with the smaller port piece, that works. You can try that. But yeah, pretty cool figure. I'm definitely stoked to have him. He's gonna look great on my Iron Man shelf. Like I said, I may go ahead and put Tony's head on this body and post him up in the middle, in the center piece or whatever, in the middle of my Iron Man shelf, which you guys may eventually see, or probably gonna see definitely in the coming days, next couple of weeks or whatever. I'm gonna try to do a video based solely on my display setup one of these days, so you guys stay tuned for that. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, that is the Controller Waves Iron Man figure. Pretty cool looking guy. If it'll focus back in for you guys to see him a little bit clearer. Definitely glad to have him. For the price point, I think I've paid maybe I want to say 16 or 17 for him. Definitely worth the pickup. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a look at my videos. Feel free to take a look at anything else you might see or have an interest in. Definitely got some more coming down the pipeline. You guys stay safe out there, alright? Later.